All right, everyone, welcome back for another deep dive.
Yeah.
Today we're tackling something
super interesting.
super interesting. I think everyone kind of thinks about this in the back of their mind.
At some point.
But we're going to really get into it.
Yeah.
Business models. Different ways that companies actually
make money. Thrive.
Stay afloat, all that.
Exactly.
And we've got 4 that we're going to look at today from our source material, bricks and mortar, bricks and clicks, franchise, and the all-important business plan.
A foundation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is like, even if you're not like an aspiring entrepreneur or anything, this is still useful stuff to know, because then you understand like, oh, that's why this company is doing this.
Exactly. Or like when you hear about, some new company doing well, you can kind of be like, oh, that's the model they're using. Okay, that makes sense.
Right.
So let's jump in with the classic.
Yeah.
The OG.
The one we all know.
Bricks and mortar. So this is your local shops.
Your bookstore.
Your bookstore. Your
favorite restaurant.
That little
cafe
down the street. Yeah, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Even like big department stores.
Yeah, like a Meijer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Physical locations. People go in.
Browse,
buy stuff.
We could purchase.
So now that we have this huge rise of online shopping, why are some businesses still choosing to do this? Like, what's the benefit?
Well, I mean, think about it, right? Like, if you are buying something that's kind of important to you, or like you need to see it in person,
right?
Trying on clothes, that's a big one.
Sure.
Like looking at, how a piece of furniture would look in your house.
Right.
That kind of thing, like that experience, like actually going in the store, like helps people to be more confident in that purchase. And certain products really lend themselves to that, like things that are higher value, things that people really want to see before they buy.
So it's like a trust thing as well.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
You can see it, you can touch it, and you're like, okay, this is legit. I'm going to fork over my hard-earned cash.
It's that tangible interaction,
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So speaking of, kind of this changing world of, business and shopping and all that.
Yeah.
What about those businesses that are doing both?
Yes.
They have the physical and the online presence.
That's right. That's our bricks and clicks.
Our bricks and clicks
model.
Yeah. And we see this a lot with...
I mean, David Jones is a good example.
David Jones, yeah.
They have those big department stores, but they also have a very successful online store.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what do you think is like the main kind of goal with that, or the main benefit?
Well, I think it's about, you got to meet the customer where they are, right?
Yeah.
So some people love going to the store. Some people prefer shopping online.
Right.
So this way you're giving people the option to do either one.
Options are good.
Options are always good.
Yeah. Flexibility.
Yeah.
But I imagine it's also pretty tricky to manage.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just about having a website.
Right.
Right. You got to think about how you're managing your inventory.
Yeah.
You got to make sure that the branding is consistent across both.
Yeah.
You got to think about the logistics of things like returns.
Right.
Like if somebody buys something online and they need to return it.
Sure.
How does that work?
Yeah.
Do they have to go to the store? Can they mail it back?
Yeah. All those little details.
All those things can get complicated.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's bricks and clicks.
Bricks and clicks.
Now let's get on to franchise.
Ooh. Franchise.
So isn't this like basically getting a business in a box?
Yeah, kind of like you're buying into a system that's already proven to work.
Yeah. You're buying the brand, you're buying the system.
Right. You get the name recognition.
Yeah.
You often get training and support from the franchisor.
And this is super common.
Right. With like fast food, right?
Yeah.
McDonald's is like the classic example.
Yeah.
So what are some of the things you should be thinking about if you're thinking about going the franchise route?
Well, it's not all sunshine and roses.
Right.
Like there are some things to consider.
Yeah.
You are bound by that franchise agreement.
Mm-hmm.
So that dictates a lot of how you operate your business, like what products you can sell, what your pricing has to be, what your marketing looks like.
Yeah.
And, you typically have to pay royalties to the franchisor.
Right.
So, it can be a really good opportunity, but you got to go into it.
Eyes wide open.
With your eyes wide open. Yeah. Do your research.
Exactly.
Make sure it's the right fit for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've talked about, getting the business going, but now we're at what I think is the most important part for any business.
Oh, absolutely.
The business plan.
The foundation.
The roadmap. The whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
So what makes a business plan so essential?
Well, I mean, forces you to think through every aspect of your business.
Yeah.
From your idea itself.
Yeah.
Is there actually a need for this in the market?
Right.
To who is your target market?
Yeah.
What are their needs and wants?
Yeah.
How are you going to reach them with your marketing?
Mm-hmm.
How much money do you need to get started?
Right.
How are you going to make money?
Yeah.
What are your financial projections?
Yeah. Making me stressed just thinking about all that.
It can be a lot, but it's important.
Yeah.
Because it helps you to stay on track.
Right.
And, if you're going to be seeking funding, investors are going to want to see a business plan.
For sure.
Yeah.
And like thinking about it, a lot of companies that we think of as being really successful, they had a really clear vision right from the start.
Yeah.
They knew what they wanted to do. They knew that problem they were solving.
Right.
Think about like Canva.
Canva's a great example.
Yeah. They were like, we want to make design accessible to everyone.
Exactly.
Not just
the professionals.
The pros.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they had this really intuitive platform.
Yeah.
Easy to use, tons of templates.
And it's affordable.
Affordable. And look at them now.
Yeah. They've done incredibly well.
Super successful.
Yeah.
So I guess the takeaway here is whether you're, daydreaming about starting your own thing, or you just want to understand more about the companies that you interact with every day.
Yeah.
Understanding these models is really helpful.
It is.
It's like I said before, you get to peek behind the curtain.
Yeah.
See how things work.
See the strategy.
Yeah. And like you were saying earlier, it's not just about profit. It's about value. It's
about creating value for the customer.
Exactly. And I think as technology keeps changing and evolving, we're going to see new business models pop up.
Absolutely. New models are emerging all the time.
So what do you think is like on the horizon that people should be thinking about or paying attention to?
Oh, that's a good question. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're seeing a lot with AI right now.
Yeah.
That's changing the way a lot of businesses operate.
Mm-hmm.
The metaverse is still kind of
out there.
Yeah.
But who knows what's going to happen with that?
Yeah.
And even things like
space tourism. Yeah.
Wow.
Like who would have thought 10 years ago that would even be a possibility?
Right.
And now there are companies out there
doing it.
Yeah. Taking people to space.
Crazy.
It's exciting times.
Yeah. So much to think about. So much to learn.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, I think we'll wrap up this deep dive.
Yeah.
But I'd encourage everyone to go do some more research.
Absolutely.
Think about, what's happening in the world, what new companies are doing.
Yeah. What problems are you seeing that need to be solved?
Ooh, good one.
Yeah.
Because maybe you'll be the next entrepreneur with the next big
business model.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, thanks for joining us, everyone.
Thanks for listening.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.